What is up, everybody? Okay, today we are going to try out the new AI studio from Reallusion. And this, I like it. The results are pretty cool. They give you like 1,000 test credits. I think that's over now though, but the results were pretty cool. And I use this guy. There's a whole tutorial on how to make these guys, which is pretty cool. I slapped on an animation on them, and this is a guy that Margaret fantasizes about. All right, look at the muscles. Anyway, once you've got your character, you've got your animations, you must have an in and out point. Open up your timeline, and there's these little arrows on the top there. You see them just above the pointer? That's an in and out. That's an in and out, Ari. So make sure you put an in. Don't go over 10 seconds. You can't do more than 10 seconds, I don't think. So put it on 10 seconds and then put your little out point and you're good to go. Once you've done that, don't pick Art Studio, because that button that I pressed, because this deletes your scene and opens up one of their templates. Okay? Done it, I do it. There we go. So I screwed up there big time. I messed up. It is what it is. I reopened the scene, and you pick the little button, which I'll show you soon. And once you do that, you can it'll load up your character there as you see him there. And these buttons, you can pick the lighting or presets, so you can just keep clicking these. Over here you can choose the style that you want, a realistic, painterly, drawing, whatever. We do a few of these at the end of this video. I'll show you a couple of these out, but for now I wanted to see realism. Now the cool thing is it has a couple of models, and they were pretty cool. Seedens 2 is probably the best model out there right now. Oh yeah, that little button just kind of fills in everything, so be careful with that button. This is an actor button, so if you want to use one of their trained actors, you can click there, choose one of their actors, and done. If you've got your own character, you can use this to accentuate. There we go. That's with an actor on the face, and it puts the actor's face on my character. So I deleted the actor, didn't want to use it. I use the picture. Here's the generated picture. I go to the little movie tab on top because I want to generate a video now. We generated the image. Now I generate the character. And in my viewport, you can say capture from your viewpoint. Remember, we made him dance. I put a little prompt in there. A little prompt. And that was it. You put your image. You click your scene. And now I'm clicking the model that I want to use. I'm using Seedens 2, I think, on this one. And Seedens is really cool. It's but in all honesty, I got better results from other models, which is kind of weird. So click on Seedens 2 and just hit generate, and we get a movie. We get a movie. Now it takes a little longer than this, but there we go. I put a guy dancing, and I said be happy, smiling, but he never did. But this was pretty cool, the way it composites it and whatever. Chose different lighting, you know, just to see what it would do. Love. Chose different things, just different options, just to see what it can do. I click the realism again, and you know, it's that simple though. From your viewport in Character Creator or Iclone, sorry, this is Iclone. You click capture image, which I'll show you soon. And from there, and over here, you can prompt what background you want. So I put a background in, I say what background. Here I didn't specify a background, so it just gave me the character. But specify a background, I said like derelict or broken down, whatever. You can read it there, and that was it. And then over here, I'm showing you over here, make sure that you're in your 3D scene. I animated some smiles and uppiness, and he's a very happy guy. Look at him go. He goes mental. And from there, what I did, I chose different models to just test them out. I recaptured the scene, captured the scene. I've got my image. I did the prompt, and I hit generate. Now over here, I'm using a different model. I actually did a good couple of models, and this one was pretty damn cool. There we go, music. Everything went out. That was Sedence 2. This one was, I think, this model that you see above there, the depth one. And this one was better than Sedence 2. The face was just so good. Look at it. Look how up he is. Margaret's dream. She'll never get a man like that. She got Ari. This one was a different model too. This one was the Sedence one. Alright. So here we go. Sedence. This was the LT depth, I think. Really cool faces, man. Really cool. Look at him. I did a good job. Next one was this. No, these are just the images that are produced. So here we go. In order, this one is okay. I don't know which one this is in. It's not the Sedence one. This was like one of the other models. But I start showing off the models here. This is Sedence. Oh, and I did put like zombies walking around. The other ones didn't put them in, which is a little bit weird. This was this one, LTX whatever. And this one was actually pretty good. This one was the Sedence 2. We saw it. That's the one with the proper zombies. Actually, it came out alright, but I preferred the other one. The next Jimmy was, what was it? Shores. Look at that. This was not Sedence 2. This was one of the other models, and this one was actually my favorite. It even added hair under his arms. It was such a good one. Look at that. Look how good his face looks. Man, the wrinkles, everything, the muscles. He just looks so good. Man, this was a good one. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty expensive to use. So, yeah, it's just interesting. Look at the movements. There's the zombies in that one. I didn't do a great job of the zombies. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think Sedence did the best to connect to what the prompt was. Over here we're using a gatl. We're using a gatl. So once you've got your character, once you've got your animation, on this one I actually used a camera. I animated a camera just to see how it would work. I put now this one failed a million times. The hair physics every time failed. I had to take all the physics off the hair, and the other thing that made it fail was because she was in underwear. So once again, put your ins and outs, and I had to dress her. Otherwise, it did nothing but fail. Promote the frame. Once you promote the frame, you can say capture from the 3D viewport. This was just the image. So not yet. Over here, you just promote your frame. You set it up. You put your lighting. You give it a prompt. I said she's posing or something. And that's all you do here. You get a gatl. I got a gatl. So once again, I wanted to see the realistic ones. And that was the image. And it was alright actually. Then I brought that image over to the video. Used that image. Put an actress on. And put an actress off. I rendered one with each. And I preferred it without the actress. I had to dress her because it kept on failing. You kept on seeing it fail, 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 fail. So I just took it off. And then you can see on the left there, the right there, all the fails. So this one was using Sedence 2. I said let skeletons reach out and grab her. Meh. It's alright. It's not bad. This one is with the actor image. So I added one of those actor images, remember, just to see if it enhanced. Not really. Not really. In fact, I preferred the first one. And then we used this, the WAN 2. And was alright. Yeah, it was alright. Sorry, that was the Sedence one. This one was the Sedence one with the character, the actor. This one, that's the Sedence with the character. At least it kept the clothes and stuff. This one is the LT, whatever that is, depth. This was my favorite one. This one actually did a damn good job, man. I mean, it put something, her clothes aren't correct, which is weird, but her face looked really cool. The most realistic of it all. This one was the, whatever that says there, I can't read it. Scale, uni, I don't know what it is. And this one was alright, nothing great. Clothes are completely different though, which is a bit weird. What? And this was the Wantu. This was the Wantu. A little bit weird, this one, but not bad. At least it kept the clothes, but not very realistic. And I did put realism. So, I mean, you know, they all give you different results. These are images that I just produced using different styles. This is the painterly style, which looks alright, man. Looks alright. And then I used like a... this was nice. I like this one. This was just realism, but it's not very realistic, is it? Painterly. And then we did a couple more. We did a few more. We did a few with different lights, but here we go. We changed a couple of these. This was like a doll one, a Lego one, the brick one or something, and some puppet, which is freaky as all hell. And that's it. I hope this helps. It's very easy to use. You can get pretty fast results. I love the fact that you can follow your creations, which is a huge one. I love that. Your cameras, your creations, that's cool. And that's using AI very cleverly and wisely. I like it. It's expensive to use, and you're not always going to get the results you want. Anyway, I hope this helps. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, guys.